Now in this video, we're going to look at a quick way of changing the floor level elevation datum in our REVIT project file. Now in this view, we are looking at the south elevation. Now in this project, we've just established the number of floor required for the project and set the typical floor-to-floor height. But once you build your site model or you review your survey drawing, you probably know the ground floor elevation you want to establish, and also all the floor elevation of the floor above will need to be adjusted to match the ground floor elevation value. So the easiest way to adjust the ground floor elevation is just by changing the value of these ground floor level datum. So we can just click on it. Let's just assume that we want to change the value to 102.15 meter. So we type it in and then we hit enter. Now the floor datum will jump up to the right location. If we do a zoom to fit, you can see that it's way up here right now. But the rest of the floor level is remained in the same location unless you have previously used a dimension or constraint to lock them down. So that's probably not the quickest way to do this. So I'm just going to do a Control-C to undo this. And the easiest way to update these information is by changing the position of the survey point. Now in here, there's a circle and a triangle on top of each other. Now the circle is the project base point, origin base point, and the triangle on top of it is the survey point. So we want to move the survey point, which will affect the value of these elevation datum. So one thing we should check to see if this is the case, and we can just click on this elevation datum and then go to property, and then from edit type, you can see that the elevation base is based on the survey point. So when we move the survey point, the value of these datum will change. So we're going to move the survey point to 102.15 meter below this ground level, and then the value in here will read 102.15. So we're just going to put our mouse over the project base point. We're going to use tab to toggle to select the survey point. So if I click now, I will select the survey point. Now the other thing you should be aware of is that once you highlighted the survey point, you can see that there's a little paper clip adjacent to the survey point. Right now there's no red line crossing the paper clip, which means the survey point is active. And if we move it, the value of these datum will change, and all the value of all the other datum that's based on the survey point will also change. Now if I click on the paper clip, you'll see a little red line crossing it. That means the survey point is not active. So if I click on this and move it, nothing happens here. I'm just going to undo and click on the survey point again, and I'm going to click on this paper clip and remove that red slash to make the survey point active. And then I'm going to use the move command, and I'm just going to pick a point here and just drag it down. I'm going to enter from my keyboard 102.15 meter. So actually it should be, because I'm in a millimeter, 2150. So that's the value I should enter. Now if we zoom out, you can see that the survey point is way down here, and the ground level elevation datum is updated, and also the level 2 elevation datum and all the other elevation datum is updated. Now one more thing just before we finish. Once you move your survey point to the location that you want, what you really should do is to highlight the survey point and then disable the active status of the survey point, and also pin it down so that you won't move it unintentionally, and that will affect all the elevation reading on your floor levels. So this is the overall process on adjusting the floor level elevation value. So I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching.